It is Monday the 13th of June, 2022. No introduction this time, people. We're going to get right into it. Now, this is an explanatory podcast with two powerful, can't stress this enough, powerful links linked below. Believe it or not, there is a method to my madness. I did not do a podcast yesterday for a number of reasons. Being hungover was not one of them. I have not been to the bottom feeder pit since Thursday, but I do feel a strong Budweiser urge coursing through my body, even though it's only about 3:05 a.m. Let's see this afternoon. First, I was waiting for a bot crawler to find my podcast or someone flagging one of my last three podcasts for Hotel Alpha Tango Echo speech and crash my channel. It has happened to my channel many times in the past. At a minimum, you'll get a 1-week sentence to YouTube jail. But one time, on a very similar topic, what was the topic last three? Ask Murray. Far less revealing than my last three podcasts, YouTube not only permanently suspended my channel, Google closed my account. Now, how I won that appeal is short of a miracle. My best guess? My duty on the wall was not yet completed. I wasn't done yet. Get your ass back up on the wall. Secondly, I just mentioned the other day how difficult it is getting uploading podcasts. Remember, they added a 5-minute copyright check you have to endure that too often runs much longer, and sometimes I just say, F it, and start over. However, now they upped it to 10-minute checks, and not a word about copyrights. Just looking for issues. Wonder what kind of issues they're looking for. It's going to get harder and harder. Censorship is going to go run rampant. Another reason for waffling on the wall is that I'm still on my winter schedule. Briefly, people, when you heat 6,000 square feet with wood and coal, you have to maintain a fire watch. Somebody has to be awake and stoke the fires and to ensure nothing else goes sideways and burn the bitch to the ground with us in it. In short, go to bed early, get up early. But it's June, and it's daylight a little after 5 a.m., and we are approaching the longest day very soon, the summer solstice. After that, we will lose 2 minutes of daylight until we reach the shortest day, somewhere around December 23rd, I think. Oh, God, that's winter. Now, when you live in North Dakota, heavily weather-controlled, by the way, over the last few days, the poor sun doesn't stand a chance. And you have 1 month of spring, 1 month of summer, and 1 month of fall. Add to that how well I know it's way later than we think. I need to readjust my schedule so I can get outside stuff done. Did I ever mention start a garden? Did I ever mention that before? This is the year, people. Don't doubt me on it. Oh, goddamn, Dave, are you done whining yet so you can start the podcast with news we can use? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm not whining, people. I'm explaining. At this moment, I don't know which way to proceed. Whether you know this or not, whether you realize it or not, my last three podcasts gave you the final puzzle piece. You don't have to keep wondering why. You don't have to wonder what's going on. I told you. You don't have to wonder who's doing it to us. You know, the 60%ers. I told you that too. Which brings us to the final point. I must consider moving forward. According to my channel analytics, my last podcast was not only had the lowest view count, but it was watched with most shutting it off before the halfway mark. In other words, people, the people who did watch it didn't watch it very long, at least not to completion. Now, I don't know what, now I don't want to get into the point. I don't want to get to the point, let me put it this way, where I make a podcast just for the sake of making a podcast. You know what I mean. Same old shit. New package. So the last three podcasts really have me wondering what the fuck I'm doing out here on the wall. And I do not overlook the possibility that it is possible that it is even later than I think. The general public has gone deaf, maybe. They no longer have the time or interest. Stuff to do, you know. People, I see it more and more all the time. NBA basketball tournaments, Major League Baseball, work and family obligations. All's well in America. Nothing bad now. We're recovering. Good luck on that one. Now moving on. 2 powerful links. I have no way of knowing if you guys even watch them. I'm suspicious that very few of you do. The first is from my good friend over at OTT TV. Powerful, man. If you don't think our country is toast, it's done. Put a fork in it. If you don't think it's judgment time, I dare you to watch this 13-minute video. There's some scriptural reference in there that might repulse some of you. That is, if you can find the time to do it. I'm going to play just a brief soundbite from his introduction, featuring the good Dr. Levantino, the abortionist. It may sound familiar to my old subs because I featured this same testimony of this doctor speaking to Congress 2-3 years ago in one of my earlier podcasts. And you know what, people? After the last 2 years of the lying medical profession and the dancing nurses and now this shit, I find it very hard to hide my contempt for the medical profession. It's getting very difficult. Alright, just a little soundbite. See if this sounds familiar to my old subs.
But babies this big don't fit through catheters this size. After suctioning the amniotic fluid out from around the baby, you introduce an instrument called a Sofer clamp. It's about 13 inches long. It's made of stainless steel. The business end of this clamp is about 2.5 inches long and 1/2 inch wide. There are rows of sharp teeth. This is a grasping instrument. When it gets a hold of something, it does not let go. A dynia procedure is a blind abortion, so picture yourself introducing this and grabbing anything you can blindly and pull, and I do mean hard, and out pops a leg about that big, which you put down on the table next to you. Reach in again, pull out an arm about the same length, which you put down on the table next to you. And use this instrument again and again to tear out the spine, the intestines, the heart and lungs. Head in the baby that size is about the size of a large plum. Can't see it, but you've pretty good idea you've got it if you've got your instrument around something and your fingers are spread about as far as they go. You know you did it right if you crush down on the instrument and white material runs out of the cervix. That was the baby's brains.
No, come on. How gruesome. How fucking gruesome can it get? It's just stunning. Okay, finally, the second link. Listed below, linked below. Something totally different, people. Something truly amazing. You gotta see this one. It's only a 4-minute video. Something consider for those who have survival plans. Yep. We have to consider attack helos. We gotta consider drone swarms. We gotta consider mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles. And of course the dreaded up-armored Humvees. Add these in the 4-minute video. Knocking on your door at 3 a.m. What you gonna do when they come for you? 4-minute video. I really strongly suggest you watch it. Or don't. It's your call. Okay, people. Where are we going? I don't know. But right now I can tell you this much. I do know I got stuff to do.